Okay, so this piece is maybe a little shorter than 5 feet. 5 feet is about ideal. But I'm going to loop it in two, and I like the red or the yellow. These exercises are more about your brain and less about your muscles. So we don't. When you go to the heavier bands, that switches. It gets out of your brain and goes to your muscles. We want brain, not muscle exercises. So we're going to show you these 4 exercises that I recommend all the time. And so I'm going to just take this that's looped, as you can see, and I'm going to just feed it through itself so that I've got a doubled loop. I'm going to put it on this door handle, and I'm just going to twist it around so that it tightens up. And now I've got 2 handlebars like this. And Liz is going to demonstrate the exercises for us in just a moment. Pause it. Okay, I'm going to narrate while Elizabeth does this. Say hi, Elizabeth.
Hi.
All right. So we've got it attached to the door, as we showed you. And what Elizabeth is going to do first is pinch her shoulder blades together tight. And she's doing it just right. I'll see people sometimes take their shoulder blade up and together. We don't want that. We kind of want them down and together. Okay? And then there are 4 simple exercises, but your shoulder blades are going to stay tight together for all of them. Now, if you're unsure, if your shoulder blades are tight together, ask somebody to put their hands on your shoulder blades and feel you pull them together. And if you're not pulling them right up against the spine, then you need to keep working on that first, because that's a necessary part of this exercise. That's how you get the shoulder joint positioned correctly to do this exercise. So exercise number 1, you're going to have your thumbs pointed in and down, and you're just going to pull this straight back, just like that. And keep the shoulder blades tight together. Don't let them come apart as you come forward. And we're going to do 15 of those, just like that. Common mistakes, people will allow their thumbs to start migrating forward like Elizabeth did just a little bit, but now she's doing it correctly. See how her thumbs are pointed down and in? All right, the next exercise, again, we'll do 15 of those. The next exercise, we're going to move upward to shoulder height. She may have to take a little step back to do this correctly. So upward to shoulder height. Again, the thumbs are going to stay in and down. Go ahead and show us, Liz. Okay, so we're going to try to migrate more steadily up and back at the same time. Okay, so there we go. Good. All right, so we'll do 15 of those. Again, shoulder blades stay tight together the entire time. And we're going to put elbows now at the sides. Just like this elbow is locked into her side. It's going to be pinned there. It can rotate, but it's not going to move. And she's going to make a giant W. Again, shoulder blades tight together the entire time. And there you go. And if she can, actually, Liz, if you can go a little wider, that would be even better. There you go. And keep your hands turned in. Use your hand strength and the top of your, and again, go as wide as you can. If it's too strong, take a step in. And if this is difficult for you, by all means, get the yellow instead of the red. It's a little easier. Good. So we do 15 of those. And so that's number 3. Number 4, we're going to put the bands together. Lock the elbow into the side again. Don't forget, shoulder blades are tight together the entire time. And now, just like arm wrestling, we're going to pull that across in front of our bodies, just like that. And we'll do 15 of those. Okay? Shoulder blades tight together the whole time. Don't let them come apart. And of course, we'll switch hands and do the other side as well. So, here we go. Perfect. And Liz is giving us perfect form there. So that's it. Those are the 4 exercises. This is what I do primarily for rehabbing a shoulder. What this is for mostly is the shoulder blade will come forward as we age and with certain jobs and with certain posture problems. And it'll come forward, and the ball, which is poking out like this, is going to roll forward in the socket, and we end up with stress. The supraspinatus tendon comes down like this, and it starts to get stressed from being displaced. The joint itself gets some stress on it. The labrum does, the joint capsule does. and we start to get some discomfort here in this referral area that comes way down here. And the most common referral is right down here, even though the problem is impingement right up here. For old shoulders with arthritis, learning to control the position of the shoulder and training your brain that this is the new neutral will get rid of some of that impingement for you and get you staying out of pain. And then, of course, the rest is seeing someone who can adjust you if you need it. We find the collarbones shift a lot inward with people sleeping with their shoulder girdle all folded up. And we find that sometimes the shoulder will roll forward like we described and get stuck, and I've got to adjust it back into its place. And sometimes I'll have to free the shoulder blade up so that it can move normally. So those are things you might need help with, but the rehab exercises work no matter what. You'll start migrating in the right direction. Thank you so much, Liz.